Holiday means to me just like a complete like disconnect, where I can just like not feel guilty about lazing about.
I mean, I would like to say abroad, somewhere where there is a beach, usually. A place with hot weather as well, so like heat.
It's meant to be like, I don't know what it is, general consensus around the world. I have this notion that the holiday is meant to be in some like far off, far away place with a different climate, I guess.
Yeah, I think a holiday, you have like, it's a place you go away from your home, a time where you have a break from whatever you're doing, whether it's work or school.
Holiday I'm particularly fond of.
In Tioman Island, an island off the coast of Malaysia, and we stayed at this like seaside resort.
Morocco. I've never been to anywhere like that before.
Around New Year's time, we'd always go to Switzerland.
I went to New York when I was like 7.
It was this like really tropical area, and I remember this giant swing that was like in front of the resort. That night when we like got out, like heading to the main eatery bit, looking up to the sky, completely clear. It was literally littered with stars, and I remember just speechless in that.
I remember you'd always smell the tea, because every time we went anywhere they'd always give you Moroccan tea in these really beautiful metallic teapots, and then you'd also have it in glasses, like a really small glass, and it'd always come with like sugar.
I was really young. We stayed in this really, really grotty hotel. I thought it was the coolest thing when I was a kid, and my mum was like, yeah, she just told me, she was like, yeah, this is Trump Towers, and I was like, oh. I remember watching Hairspray at night, and I was like, yeah, that was the first time I'd ever seen that film.
Be like a big New Year's party, and then be like a 7-course dinner. They'd be like decorating. They'd always put up so many decorations and like paper streamers, so we'd see it like getting all ready.
When we went down to like the eating area, there was also this pool table. They brought out the sticks, and you have chalk. I think I sneezed, and then a bit flaked into my mouth. They had kind of like cardboard shreddings.
I couldn't explain it. It's just like,
I just remember eating pistachios at her house, and
it's kind of like, I guess, like wintry smell.
But it was dark outside. I just remember the feeling of it a lot, and I just remember the colour yellow.
Yves Klein blue. It's like this really specific blue colour. The Yves Saint Laurent house is painted in that blue.
Alpine wood, all the tables, and red is definitely a colour. All the like cushions and like carpet was this red colour.
I remember there was one time where I had like a massive laughing fit. One of his friend's assistants saw us one time walking around, and so he offered to take us, like give us a lift back to where we were going or something. We all had to like squash up in the car, and then he was playing like this really loud Algerian trap music, and it was like blasting through the speakers, and it was really good, but I remember I was just laughing so much because I was just picturing like seeing my mum like just in the car as it was going on. I just couldn't stop laughing, and my dad was like, why are you laughing? The woman who was kind of like the hotel manager, I think her name was Karen, I don't even know how I remember it, but she was really cute. But I remember there was this whole thing me and my parents had, because she, every time she'd speak to you, she would wink. And like, I was the first one who noticed it, and so then like when we were going around Morocco, we'd just be like winking to each other, or like she just do it all the time, but then we didn't know if she did it on purpose.
I remember my brother was being a really little brat. Virgin Airlines, I think it was.